How's it going, everyone? This is Samir here, and I'm with my boys.
Hey guys, Samir and Andy.
And we're back with my 2023 Civic Type R. And it's actually in its first car show tomorrow, but unfortunately, we've got a big problem. Alright guys, as you can see, got this big old blemish, big old rock chip on my front Honda badge. Really unfortunate. I mean, it's something that's bound to happen, especially if you're road tripping your car. The emblems on the front of cars just keep getting bigger and bigger. They're practically begging to get rock chips put on them. So today we're going to be replacing that. So guys, effectively we're just going to show you how to install this badge, which maybe we can find a way to make it as simple as possible. We're hoping we don't have to remove the entirety of the grille or front bumper area to access it. Although there are a couple of pieces of hardware behind the badge that we may need to get access to. I guess we just need to explore together and see how it goes. Alright guys, in terms of the parts you need to get this install done, couldn't be much simpler. You need the badge itself, of course. The part number is located right here on the very front. And then you also need these guys, which I can't remember the name of. We've been calling them, Chinese finger traps or nuts. The part number is on the screen as we speak. Alright guys, starting with the badge itself. It comes with some cardboard backing. You just remove that. And you'll notice that there's adhesive across the majority of the back of the badge, as well as two, I guess we'll call them pins. Then you take your Chinese finger trap, and effectively it's going to go over the pin. Now, obviously I'm not going to push it all the way in, because then it'll create pressure and effectively make this thing useless. It's really seemingly a one-time use piece of hardware. What you need to do is install the badge onto the grille first, and then you add these onto the back, sort of like a washer. Alright guys, just to save you the trouble of having to pull up the Honda schematics, you can find the front badge right here on the very front end of the car, mostly in the center, from left to right and top to bottom, in case you didn't know where that was. Now, the pins that we need to handle are back here. It's going to be sort of difficult to see, but we're going to try to maneuver best we can. If you look down in here, through this pass-through, you can see the two little Chinese finger traps, or you at least might be able to see one of them.
Yeah, we're just seeing one right now. You can see it's going to be slightly on the right of your screen. I don't want to move the camera too much, but you can see in that little metal piece slightly to the right in the middle of your screen.
Exactly, and in effect, what we're going to try to do is we're going to remove as little as we can of the grille / bumper to try to get there. I mean, almost as is. What I'm thinking about is just ripping the badge off, breaking the two pins as well as those Chinese finger traps behind them completely off, and fishing them out of the under tray afterward, and then maybe just trying to find a way to finagle the new Chinese finger traps in from behind with a screwdriver or something. But more than likely we're going to have to take some part of the bumper / grille off. Alright guys, we gave up on that idea pretty quickly. We're definitely going to have to remove part of the grille.
Okay guys, I went ahead and looked at the directions that Honda wants you to take, and they want you to take off the whole bumper, and I'm not about that because I think we can potentially sneak in a different way. So our plan at the moment is going to be taking out these 4 bolts here, because I believe if we take those 4 out, we can maybe pull the bumper back a little bit, reach in with the tiny screwdriver and take off those little Chinese finger traps, and then be able to just pry the Honda badge off.
Alright guys, with those removed, we've got a little bit more play, like maybe, I don't even know, 10 millimeters at most. Technically it's large enough now that we can fit our hands down here, but just to give us a little bit more space, we're going to be removing this black piece, which was being held down by those 4 screws. Effectively, right now it's being held in place by these 4 clips. So we're just going to remove those, and then it should just slide out from underneath the top of the bumper. So as you can see here, this whole black piece across is this guy. So without that there's actually considerable more space. And then hopefully, with that removed, we won't have to remove the entirety of the bumper. I swear I don't know! This boy.
Dust and crap gets in.
Alright guys, looks like you got to finagle it out a little bit, clear the air box and clear the hood switch.
Oh yeah, so much more room.
But oh yes, does that do it? Perfect. Alright, well with this piece removed, yeah, you buy yourself quite a bit more space, maybe another 20 millimeters.
Oh wow, that's good.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
Yeah.
Alright, perfect.
10 wasn't enough.
All right,
And he's coming by with another 20.
All right, guys, as you can see, we got much greater access down there now. You can see one of the Chinese finger traps right there, and I can practically just go right down there and touch it with almost minimal resistance. So this is good. Again, in terms of our strategy here, I don't think we're going to be trying to remove the Chinese finger traps per se, unless it's really easy. More than likely, we're going to be breaking those off as we peel the original badge off, and then effectively the reason why we opened up the space was to make it easier to install the new traps. That's really all it is. It looks like Andy already went ahead and took the trouble of destroying one of these things, absolutely just demolishing it in an attempt to get it off. All right, guys, the ease in which that first pin broke, it hasn't quite fallen off, but it made me think, like, you know, if it's gonna be that easy to break off, why don't we just grab a pair of small pliers and get in there and just try to tear them off that way? So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Hang on, Andy, let me get a good angle. And let me step over this way more. There we go. They are visible. Let me know if I'm in your way. The reason we're doing this, of course, is to try to avoid losing them. Did you lose it?
The Chinese finger trap just fell off.
But we got the pin. Okay, well, that's actually worse because the Chinese finger trap being metal, that's much more prone to rattling, but that's okay. We'll try to find it. Let's see. Maybe it'll be better luck on the second one. All right, guys. First plan is back on the table. We're gonna break the second pin off just because, yeah, just simpler, easier. What else can you say? That's what we're all about here.
Well, both of them fell.
Sounds like you got it. At the very least. Now let's just see if we can recover them. All right, guys. Well, one of the Chinese finger traps fell down here behind the lower grill, and Andy was smart enough to take two ratchet extensions, put some black electrical tape on the end, facing the wrong way out, and we were actually able to stick it in there and pull it out just like that. Unfortunately, in the process of doing this, it required hitting the car a little bit, and so the one that was up here somewhere is now lost to time and space. So we're just gonna have to live with that. All right, all that's left is removing the badge itself. All I want to do, I just feel like Resident Evil 5, the Jill boss fight. I just want to grab this like Chris would and just yank it off. But it doesn't seem to quite work that way. What's that tool you got there, Andy? Is that a flathead screwdriver?
Yeah, just a little screwdriver. Just wrap some electrical tape in it, or on it, I should say, to protect it while we pry. And
what exactly are you protecting?
I didn't wrap time.
I was gonna say it's not really doing anything.
Yeah, I was like, what?
All right, guys, got my screwdriver wrapped in a little bit of electrical tape to protect the grill area while we're prying the badge off. We're just gonna want to come right in here, start kind of working our way in. All right, now we got the little one behind. We're gonna just give it a little twist and then get a slightly bigger one in there. And should be able to
Oh yes.
peel it off.
Oh baby, that's it.
There we go.
Now the FL5 could be in a movie because we removed the badge. Now we can just drive around without giving any money to Honda.
Yeah, no one's gonna know what kind of car it is.
Now the next step, of course, is removing the old adhesive, which that should be fun.
Here, hold on.
This might have to be a time lapse kind of thing.
Maybe. We're gonna remove the old gum. That seems to be the best method. Don't just pull it. Oh.
Alright guys, actually after we reviewed the shape of these Chinese finger traps down there, they were actually in really good shape. These are the new ones actually, but they look pretty much the same. So we're thinking, we probably could have gone ahead and reused these maybe, but we already have them and we got them for free. So why not use the new ones? But here comes the satisfying part. First and foremost, as you saw, the badge area is now clean. Ideally, you'd probably use like alcohol wipes or something, but frankly, this is held on there with much more than hopes and dreams. It's like it's like a steel trap, you know, between the adhesive and the two Chinese finger traps over the pins. It's more than enough, so probably overkill. Oh, yes. Oh, baby. All right, guys, just one thing to keep in mind here. You can see that the right hole is, you know, perfectly circular, while the left one is more ovalish. It's effectively designed for you to put the right pin in first and then easily maneuver the left one in after that. And then really it'll just help you effectively center this thing. All right. All right, guys, I'm just gonna put solid pressure on this for about 30 seconds. That should probably be sufficient. All right, guys, it's back on there. Now, frankly, it just seems like it's on there so well. The Chinese finger traps alone seem overkill, but we do have them, and we went through all the effort of, you know, removing parts of the grill / bumper just to make access easier, so we might as well use them.
I won't lose them.
Yeah, he definitely didn't do that earlier when we were removing the stuff from the old bag.
No, that didn't happen.
Those absolutely
That's different. That was on purpose, to a degree.
You didn't intend to lose them.
Yeah, no, I didn't. First, you want to put them in your parts tray, like so.
And then go ahead and remove it from your parts tray so you can actually use it. Okay, you can see the pins in there.
I can't see dick.
Yeah, we can't see anything. Andy.
That's fine. They get the idea. I might have to do the chop.
The leg drop. Oh, do not do that. What you're thinking about doing right now, that's the worst idea I've ever seen. Let me do it.
Yeah, your hands.
My hands are smaller. Okay, guys, yeah, that's actually pretty easy. It slides on there very effectively. You just use your nails, go around each one, and it's a done deal. Not very easy to show you that, of course, but I mean, I already showed you how to do it at the beginning of the video. It should be pretty straightforward. Now I'm gonna grab the second one from the parts tray. Try not to forget things in your parts tray. Guys, this was so worth it. Honestly, I was convinced we were gonna have to remove the whole bumper when we started this process. I was like, we're screwed. But yeah, you just remove whatever this piece is called and you're golden. Alrighty, boys, let's get this piece back on in here. All right, clearing the hood latch area is probably the toughest part, but there we go, not too bad.
Start threading the bolts first.
Oh, I'm gonna do the clips first.
Don't do the clips first.
I'm gonna do the clips first.
Throw the bolts first.
Oh, I'm gonna
Just start threading them first.
Yeah, I'll thread them. All right, boys. Just get over here. All right, couldn't be much simpler once you have it back in place. Just start threading the bolts on in there. Get them ready. Probably easier to start with tightening these first and then putting the clips in after the fact. There you go, just gonna hand tighten them.
Okay, so the reason you want to do the bolts first is because you can slightly see the outline of where the bolts once were. So you want to tighten the bolts where they once were so that the bumper clips can go exactly where they once were, and everything will fit just like it was. Right there.
And obviously if you do the two that are on the ends, it'll make it easier overall. The two center ones will pretty much be spot on after those are set.
Okay.
Sneak that.
And now you can't even see the ring on these ones, which is exactly what I wanted.
That's what I was saying.
Okay. But yeah, see now, notice how we have to push the bumper up a little bit to get the clip in?
Yeah, it did push up a little bit, man. That's satisfying. It's gonna go right back into position.
Just don't push it down yet.
Oh, I'm gonna push them in. I already did, in fact. Look, I'm committed.
Well, no, like don't push them in.
I'm kidding. I didn't, but I will. All right, now we're just gonna push these in, which is always so satisfying. Oh, just push the bumper cover back a little bit, and and just listen to the noise. Oh, it's like it's designed to be satisfying. Alrighty, guys, and the installation is done. One more thing, guys. Between the last video and this one, got the car lowered on eibach Pro Kit springs, and now it's Perfektenschlag. Alrighty, guys, and there you have it. Fairly simple installation, all things considered, especially considering how Honda actually wants you to get it done, removing the front bumper and all that. But no, we found a way to finagle our hands in there, get it all done with minimal stress, minimal effort. We certainly haven't been here for 2 hours trying to get this done, but yeah, it's practically 10 minutes. Anyway, we'll see you guys in the next video, all right? Peace out. See you guys. Bye. All right, starting with the badge itself. Comes with some cardboard backing. You just remove that. And on the back here, effectively what you see is, double-sided tape. Well, presumably it's double-sided. Who knows what's on the other side? Let's not find out, shall we? Sorry.
Yeah, let's just restart.
I don't know why I'm being all weird about it. Not to sweat.
We can at least.
And these brothers know how to lay him down, make your bed.
Bro, you look like the best Jewish rapper in the world.
Yeah. Bitches try to hold me down, I break your leg.
It was good to put a face to 10 millimeter. That's not the only 10 millimeter Andy's packing.
What?
I broke.
You gotta watch where you're swinging that thing, bro. My nipple's hanging out.